And isn't this gorgeous? It's all grassed over, huge expanse.
Well, that's really interesting. Really higgledy-piggledy house, that.
After 200 meters, bear left, D373, route de Soissons. Then, turn left.
Speaking over him. Over
Oh, it's actually got some shops. This one?
Bear left, then, turn left.
Hit the lights, turn left onto Rue de Graveur.
After 80 meters, turn left, Rue des Orfèvres. Then, at the end of the road, turn right. Turn left, then, at the end of the road, turn right.
Turn right.
Turn right, Rue de Grève. Then, take the second left.
to go straight on.
After 200 meters, turn left, Rue de Grève. Then, you have reached your destination. It is on your left.
So camping car.
Yeah.
Where's your camping card?
Turn left, then, you have reached your destination. It is on your left.
It's empty.
Pedestrians in vicinity.
Oh, this looks nice.
Haven't anyone's here. Right, now we'll fill up with water anyway. Yeah, well, let's go and have a look at the pictures and then we'll come back and go around again. Well, if it's wave, I could always move it tomorrow and fill up. No. So we've got 45 or something. We've got enough for a shower tomorrow. So they're sort of hard standing ones.
Yeah, it's got to be quite so close to the
To what?
facilities.
They're not open, I don't think. Somewhere like this.
That's quite nice. Or here.
I'm just thinking, or that one, you've got all, play with the dogs. So we've arrived here, It's a camping car park, and I can't remember coming to one where there's only been one other motorhome on site. And isn't this gorgeous? It's all grassed over, huge expanse. We could park on the grass. The grass is quite solid. I'd be okay to drive on this, but they've given you hard standing places as well, so we've just gone on there anyway. What a great resource. The dogs are loving this. Literally just got here, they're just having a little walk. There's a Dutch motorhome on site. He was just walking the dog as well. And just outside there is the river. Modern service point. The facility block is closed at this time of year, which we knew when we booked, but that's not a problem. She's enjoying it. That's not very elegant. What are you doing? Not very elegant. No. Stretching their legs. Journey's been about an hour and a half. Really good roads. Sort of constantly driving at 80 or 90 kilometers. Very good roads. Just a nice drive. Beautiful weather. Through the Champagne district, which is much larger than I thought. So I tended to think the Champagne district was around Reims, as I would say it, in Epinay, where we've been, but it stretches much further down than I thought. So we've seen quite a few Champagne caves and vineyards. Was that a river on the other side? But that can't be the same. That can't be the same that goes through Paris, can it?
Might be.
This is. Is it the main on the Seine? It's like Pope on a rope. Main on the Seine. Could I not say that? But I think these are little offshoots of it. That's seen better days. In fact, some of that looks like it's been washed up in floods, doesn't it? What a great campsite. I don't know if I said in one of my other videos, I sent Rachel into Leclerc's yesterday to get bin liners and some bread, and she came out with, was it 2 bottles of champagne and 3 bottles of wine?
It wasn't champagne.
Well, you thought it was champagne.
Well, no, I knew one wasn't.
Oh, right. But yeah, so I went in today with her.
Came up with 6 bottles.
And we came out with 6 bottles of wine. Because
But
the one we liked yesterday, which was cheap, was very, very nice. So we bought some more. Was it €2? Very, very nice. Right, let's get the chairs set up. So just in case you haven't been to a camping car park before, you just tap your card on the keypad when you come through the gate. And to use these facilities, to get the water, for example, you put your card on and it tells you which number tap to use. So I've done that in the past, connected it to the wrong one, wondered why it wasn't working, so I tapped it and it told me tap 1, and there we go. I can't remember exactly whether it gives you 100 litres or whether it works for 10 minutes. It's one of the two. Different places do different things. So you've got the toilet emptying. A tap. I suppose it does mean that another motorhome can fill up with water at the same time if needed be. There's a drive over grate underneath, but there we go, we've already emptied at the last site. So we're now just going to check how our water's doing. So it's up to 50% already. Oh, I'm sure that's gone really quick. Well, good morning. We've had a very peaceful night. A little bit cold last night. How cold was it, Rachel?
Well, when I got up and let them out about 6, the water outside was frozen.
So it was pretty cold.
Solid.
And there was a frost, wasn't there? And so yeah, it was pretty cold. But that's because it's clear skies and it's a lovely day again. So we've got this canal outside the site. On the opposite side of the site, of course, is the Seine, which I believe is the Seine that actually goes through Paris. It must be nearer the start of it. Fishermen over there have been out all night. Came for a walk last night and had a light in the tent. So we found the centre of the village, which has 2 boulangeries, which are up there, and this Vietnamese restaurant on the left hand side is meant to be highly recommended. I was going to get a takeaway from there, but we met some English people on site who had booked to go there with their dog, so perhaps we're going to pop in a minute and see if we can book for lunch. My shadows and everything. So up in the town, which is, well, it's a village more than a town, isn't it? 10 minutes walk at the most. 2 boulangeries we found up there. One opposite the Vietnamese restaurant, where you don't need to book. I went into the bar area to check. They don't speak English. I used Google Translate to find out that we didn't need to book, and the dogs are welcome. And so we'll be going up there for lunch. And opposite the Vietnamese restaurant was the boulangerie. So we've just been up to the Vietnamese restaurant for lunch. Rather than tea, we decided, well, in France their main meal is at lunchtime, and we're quite right. When we got into the restaurant, it seems odd going to a Chinese or a Vietnamese at this time of day, but there's a few other people in there. Well, there's quite a few people in there, and we didn't have any problems conveying what we wanted. And the other French people who didn't speak English, they wanted to fuss the dogs. They were sort of fascinated by the dogs, really, weren't they? The dogs were really good, just lying down underneath the table, nice and chilled. And the food was good.
Well, I like mine more than you liked yours.
Okay, I
Yours had too many vegetables.
have to confess, it's not because it was bad food, it's because I had a chicken curry, and I think I was expecting it more to be like a Chinese chicken curry. But that's my bad, as the kids would say.
Too many vegetables for you.
I'll know that next time. I'm not a vegetable fan, and there was lots of vegetable, but the presentation was lovely.
Yes.
In fact, I did video that because it was still
I
bubbling
thought
as we came out.
Mine was delicious. Mine had so many flavours.
Yeah, Rachel's not as fussy as I am. And Professor rolls for me at the end, which was nice.
Fruit salad.
Fruit salad.
Fresh fruit salad.
Fresh fruit salad.
Just
and
missed the cherry on the top.
a glass of wine each.
Yes.
And so that's two main meals, 2 puddings, 2 glasses of wine, water, bread and peanuts given to us. Came to €44, which I don't think is too bad.
No.
Actually, it's just nice that we could take the dogs in, because you can't normally do that sort of thing in a restaurant. Some pubs, yes, but a sort of Chinese or Vietnamese restaurant, I wouldn't expect normally to take dogs. So that's it for here. We're going to slog for the afternoon and move on tomorrow. If you saw our video on a quest at Ashwells, where we went for a pop-up windbreak, this is the first time we've put it up properly outside of my living room. That's literally taken about a minute, and don't really need to put the poles in. We've just put it up because it is very hot at the moment, even though it's March, just to give the dogs some shade, and me, because I don't like the sun. And so all I've done is anchor it with the 2 sort of built-in pegs at the end. We have bought a second one that's got clear panels in it. We didn't get that one for Backwalls because they didn't have it, but it's the same make, and so effectively we've got twice as long as this for when we're on rallies, and we can sort of enclose Gustav a little bit for the dogs. So hopefully they're going to settle in the shade. In the shade. Okay, head has flopped into the sun. Stupid. Just doing an evening walk with the dogs. We've turned left out of the camping car site along the canal to another disused lock. People obviously do cross over there.
Yeah.
That is a clearly well used path. I mean, that looks solid, doesn't it? So in that motorhome over there, it does look like that's a photo shoot for a magazine. Looks really nice. But what they don't know is there are lots of flies over there by the Seine.